I'm moving on, investigating the ranch. I'm very surprised. What could be found here?
Come on, look at this, Billy. Look, the rat fell into my bucket, now it can't get out. Look at that. He drowned. Probably. Save him, Billy, he's drowning. It's just a rat, he's gross. He's eating our food and spreading germs, pooping in our cupboards. He's dying. He's dying, Billy. He's dead! Ah! Billy, look! Billy! Come back! You done did it, Billy. You saved his life. Oh, God.
It looks like that
How old
was...
was I then? 19, 20 maybe? I was 9, maybe 10.
It was his memories. Frank's letter. Rip. What in the hell are you doing? I told you many times that there would be consequences if you didn't get your business together. Your fiscal ailments are just spiraling out of control. Now I have been friend of yours for a damn long time. I've stood up for you more times than I can count off the top of my head, and I believed you when you repeatedly told me you would sort your act out. That you would get the business floating above the red line again. Now, did you deliver? Hell no, buddy. You just squandered away every last bit of opportunity I gave you. That's why I'm ringing the death knell for this friendship. Goodbye and never speak to me again. Frank. Now. It looks like somebody didn't know how to use the money the right way. Look at that. That's some nice piece of equipment here. Washington urges cooperation with liberator squads. That's another newspaper. Extra, the Star Spangled Daily. December 23rd, 1948. Los Angeles. Little more than 10 days have passed since the devastating bomb hit the heart of New York, prompting the total surrender of the United States of America to the forces of the German army. The German troops have descended upon Washington. They are now sending what they call liberator squads across the country to ensure a smooth transition of power. I urge all Americans to cooperate with the German forces, said the president in a radio speech yesterday. Do not take up arms, do not try to act out in any way against the orders of the German army. We do not want any more bloodshed. The atom bomb that devastated New York was a wake-up call for all of us. The war is over. I've got quite a lot of loot here. I'm sure I can hear horses or something of that sort here. As you can see, that's a big puddle. Nothing more. Surprised they are even keeping this. Up in here. Looks like I hit something here.
Billy? Yeah? Can I tell you a secret? Okay. Promise not to tell anyone. Yeah, okay. I'll whisper it. I think you're very handsome, and I like you.
Memories were
You
hiding.
out there somewhere, Billy, inclined to this day to endure amongst the living.
I'm sure that she wouldn't care anyway. Look at that.
We got two options. Either I pay good money for a new pocket watch, or you go down the well and live.
The house is abandoned now.
Mama! Daddy!
What's the goddamn ruckus?
Annie and Howard, they followed me. They pinned me down. They took my pocket knife.
What the hell is wrong with you? You let them take your property, they're gonna walk all over you till there's nothing left. Now, I gave you that pocket knife. It was in your care. It's your responsibility.
I will speak to their parents.
You will do no such thing, Sophia. Oh, you gonna let your mommy fight your battles for you, are you, boy? Now you go on out there and take back what's yours, and you are not setting foot in this house again until you do.
Everything's rotten here. Aunt William's letter. Aunt Wilma's letter. Dearest Rip, I hope that you've been holding up well and cooperating with our new administration. I must say, things are looking much brighter for us now. Your uncle has been promised a new job by the regime, a janitor at the new SS building in the city center. He is very excited. It's a far cry from the machine operative job he used to have before he was fired all those years ago. But it puts bread on the table. So how's Zofia? I imagine that she's worried now, considering the circumstance. I hear the Germans have some issues with the Jews. I bet if she cooperates with them, everything will be okay. Anyway, hope we can visit you again this summer. Love, Aunt Wilma. Ah, she's advising a Jew to cooperate with the Nazis. The Nazis wanted to exterminate Jews, obviously. That would be foolish. Oberkommandant Bechelseller's letter. Look at the Luftpost stamp. Ferry. Luftpost. Here, Rib Blaskowicz. Thank you for expressing your willingness to cooperate with us. The more information you provide us with Jews and deviants, their location and so forth, the more rewards you will get for showing your loyalty. There may be even a chance to get a new place for you. In the future, I suspect there will be many vacant mansions that need to be occupied by those who are loyal to the Reich. I will look into these Frank and Archibald characters that were troubling you. Looking forward to hearing from you again, Herr Blaskowicz. Hail Hitler, Oberkommandant Erich Wechsler. Very interesting indeed. They still have whiskey bottles all over the place. Fragment of old news article. The larger the mob, the harder the test. In small areas, before small electorates, a first-rate man occasionally finds his way through, carrying even the mob with him by force of his personality. But when the field is nationwide, then the fight must be waged chiefly at second and third hand, and the force of of personality cannot so readily make itself felt, then all the odds are on the man who is intrinsically the most devious and mediocre, the man who can most easily, adeptly disperse the nation that his mind is virtual vacuum. The presidency tends, year by year, to go to such men. As democracy is perfected, the office presents more and more closely the inner soul of the people. We move towards a lofty ideal. On some great and glorious day, the plain folks of the land will reach their heart's desire at last, and the White House will be adorned by downright morals. Oh, so much about fighting. Let's go into the basement here.
I'll be in the grave rotting away, and still a better daddy than you.
Ah, that's what he thinks. Look at that. Young Billy's nose. The paper is blood-stained and wrinkled. I swear I'll be a good boy. I swear I will not disobey my father. Billy Blazkowicz. The name was written by a child. Okay. I can upgrade one of my weapons further. Let's see. Let's go. Shrapnel pieces ricochets when hitting a hard surface, causing additional damage. I'll go with that. Additional damage is just exactly what I need. Nothing else in here. This house isn't so bad after all when it was in a good shape, obviously. That's my old bed. Ah, that would keep me warm. I've got a few cards in here.
Hey. Son, I have tried reasoning with you. I've tried smacking sense into you till the cows come home, and nothing is working. Every night you wake me up with these noises. No matter how many times I try to tell you there are no monsters in our basement.
Sorry, Daddy. At night, I see them. Clear as daylight. They're coming to kill Mama.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. You take this.
Wow.
Now, you and I are going down into the basement, and any monsters that show up, we shoot them dead, right between their eyes. Sometimes the best way to fix a problem is to face it head on. You with me?
Yes, Daddy.
Sophia, you in on this? You see them?
No, Daddy. The monsters are gone.
Well, I reckon if you do no wrong, ain't no monster gonna come after you, son. You think we scared them off for good this time?
May I keep the gun?
Let's see what else is in this house. Hopefully those monsters are not going to show up here.
place has gone to shit?
I ain't been down here in nary a decade. I own a 2,000-acre ranch up by Forney Lake now. I heard on the radio you'd been sighted up near Roswell. I figured you might show up here.
Nothing in this house but bad memories.
So why'd you come? Need a place to hide? You need money? Well, you're barking up the wrong tree, son. Far too late to come begging now.
Ain't nothing you can offer to make up for what you done to us. I think of my father, I see a fuck you and a fist flying in my face.
When'd you ever do right by me? Disobedient, ungrateful, sense like a flat tire, and a mouth like a sewer. Oh, I saw where you was headed. I've been down that hole myself. And I guarantee you, I did all in my might to pull you out. What more do you want from me?
I wanted you to treat me like I mattered. Like I wasn't some piece of dog shit got stuck on your shoe.
I did my damnedest with you. The truth is, you were broke beyond fixing. What, are you some sort of super killer terror bomber now? You're on the wrong side, buddy. All them years, I was banging my head into the wall, coming to see that everyone was against me. And when the Nazis took over, things got a lot better. You play by their rules, you can do very well for yourself. Ask anyone around these parts. Blazkowicz is a name of renown and respect. Everything you touch turns to shit, and I do not need your stink on my name. Wanted murderer. Run off to the army as soon as you come of age. Broke your mother's heart.
Where is she?
She's gone.
When? What happened?
What happened is we had a big goddamn war, and now we got a new government with new rules. They took her. She gone. And what's that queer outfit you're wearing?
What do you mean they took her?
They rounded up all the Jews and the coloreds and the queers. This is a white man's world now. White man's got to keep it Christian.
You sold her out.
So what? Wife made a living bemoaning me and raised a boy into a murderer. Well, I always saw you for what you are. 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. On your knees.
Daddy, I'm your son.
Down on your fucking knees.
Was a time I was scared of you. Was a time I'd have pissed myself, had a gun pointed at my head. You know what I feel right now? Not a goddamn thing.
Oh well.